All right, here we are, back for some more APBA football. Week 1 of my 1989 season replay. I'm going to actually attempt to play the entire season, including playoffs and Super Bowl. It's probably going to take me a good 6 to 7 years because I'm a slow player, but who cares? It's something to do. So, we are on game number 12 of 14 in week 1. This is going to be the San Diego Chargers taking on the Los Angeles Raiders. I keep wanting to call them Oakland, but they're the Los Angeles Raiders during this time. I did not know that Jim McMahon spent time with San Diego, but he is their quarterback for this game. For the Raiders, we have Steve Berline, but I'm kind of excited we get Bo Jackson. He's only a 3, though. That's kind of disappointing. I thought he was better than that. So that ought to be fun. Let's go ahead and get this game underway. The Raiders are going to kick off to San Diego. Kicking off for the Raiders is going to be Jeff Jager. And what we got here, 53 in the K column for Jeff Jager is a 40. It's going to be 68 yards. So it's going to be 3 yards deep in the end zone. I'm going to roll my dice to see if he actually returns it. So we'll go 68 yards. So it's 3 yards deep. So we'll say 1 to 13 is a touchback. 14 to 20 will be a he'll run it out. And you'll notice I have a new 20-sided die. I'm going purple today. Something a little different. There we go. And it's a 13, so it's a touchback. All right. So that's going to give San Diego the ball. Who is it? That's Jamie Holland. San Diego will take the ball on their 20-yard line to open the game. All right. Now we have our team sheets here. They have a lot of receivers. That's probably the team that has the most receivers out of anybody, and that includes Darren Nelson. Darren Nelson was a guy who was supposed to be on Minnesota. In fact, he was on Minnesota to start the season. He was part of the Herschel Walker trade. And when he was traded in after week 5 to Dallas, he was like, I'm not reporting to Dallas. And they went, okay, and they traded him to San Diego. So I should have had him on Minnesota when I played with them earlier without Herschel Walker, because Herschel Walker was on Dallas for 5 weeks. But Darren Nelson, he's not a big deal. So he is going to be on San Diego, though. And it turns out he's an A as a receiver. So works out okay. We've got Marion Butts. And we've got Rod Bernstein. We've got Tim Spencer. So we've got some names here. Where is Darren Nelson? Because it looks like he's actually going to run the ball a little bit. There he is. He's gonna run the ball a little bit. All right, so let's run the first play. We're going to go standard offense for this. 1 through 5, 6 through 10, 11 to 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. If you've watched my other videos, you know what that means. And if you haven't, you'll pick it up pretty quick. All right, so it is a 9. So it's going to be an outside run. All right. Outside run. Let's see who's going to run the ball. Let's see the defense. This might be the first game I've played where I have 2+ defensive cards. San Diego's a +2 on defense. Los Angeles, the Raiders are actually a +4. Didn't realize they had that good of a team back then. So they're going to be in a CD. So it's not as good as the defensive is. It's not a great way to start. CD. Marion Butts is going to be our running back. See what he does. 34. I'm telling you, that little 4. I've said it before. 35. There's going to be a penalty. So we got 3 yards, and we have a TE. All right, 45. The 3. It's an encroachment on the defense. So right off the bat, Oakland, who, if I remember correctly, Oakland was like famous for having the most penalties or penalty yards in the NFL like every year. And they're going to start their game off with a 5-yard encroachment call, giving San Diego a 1st and 5 at the 25. All right, 1st down and 5. Only 15 seconds off the clock in this game. We are going to run an 8. 8 is an outside run. And let's call some defense and some ball carriers. We got a 33 for our defense. No, we don't. We got a 23 and a 31. So let's see. 31 is a CS. And 23 is going to be Marion Butts. The big halfback. I don't know if he was big or not. I just hear Butts, and I just assume he was big. But I know they had Rod Bernstein. I think he was big, too. That should Phil McConkey. I didn't know he played for San Diego. I thought he played for the Giants for a while. I think his son just got drafted this year. So it's so interesting to be. I was such a fan, during this time, but also like in the mid '80s, and all these players that I remember from teams from like '85, '86, '87 are now all over the place from where they were just a couple years earlier. I find it really interesting. So, all right, here we go. Marion Butts, 15. That's going to be a 16. And he's going to go around the corner. He's going to pick up 16 yards. Look at Marion Butts. I don't know where he was. I think I might be able to look here. 30 seconds off the clock. Let's look. Where was he at? I think I've never done this before. I think I can go to season stats actual. And I can go to rushing. Where was Marion? Oh, yeah, it's not here. Oh, maybe it is. Hold on. Boom, boom. Nope, it's not here. I'm curious what Marion Butts had that year running the ball. So that's all right. All right, first down and 10 now. Chargers on their own 41. 8. I think it's my third straight outside run and my second straight 8 in rolling plays. 65. 55 for our defense. 55 is going to be a BG. 65 for your ball carrier. That's going to be Rod Bernstein. There he is. All right, here we go. Rod Bernstein. 13 is a 5. Wow. Really? A 5. On an outside run, that's good for 11 yards. We're going to go run Bernstein. So we're calling a lot of run plays here. And it's going to be first and 10 now on the Raiders 48. I believe the Raiders won this game big in real life. But we'll see. 13. Short pass. Gonna finally put it in the hands of the Punky QB, Jim McMahon. See what he can do with it. All right. 51 is your receiver. 34 is your defense. 34 is a BG. And 51 is who? Oh, it's Darren Nelson, who's an A on a short pass. We're going to make it an AG, which is pretty much exactly what San Diego wants to see. Man back to pass. 56 is on the board. That's an 18. And that is going to be complete for 0 yards. Wow, an 18 being complete. That had to be the perfect defense set up for San Diego to see, to at least get a completion out of that. Of course, it's for 0 yards. It's going to be second down and 10 now on the 48. All right, second 10, 17. Oh, that's going to be a medium pass. 66 is your ball carrier. 41 is your defense. 41 is an AS. And 66 is, it's Rod Bernstein, who's an A, but we're already an AS. So here we go. Bernstein, 16 for McMahon, 20. And that's going to be incomplete. All right, so it's going to bring up third down and 10 for San Diego on the Raiders' 48-yard line. I'm going to get rid of some run plays. We'll make it 1 through 12 as a short pass. 13 to 19 will be medium, and 20 will be a long pass. It's a 3, so they're going to go short pass. All right. So you got a 63 for your receiver and a 16. That's going to be Rod Bernstein again. 16 is an AS. All right, so we got, let's see, we got McMahon throwing to Rod Bernstein, 32, 23, that's interception territory. Oh, but this one is, but this one is incomplete. Only one interception on that that AS category. Is that right? Did I do that right? 16? Yeah, only one interception on that AS category. So it's McMahon is incomplete to Rod Bernstein. Bringing up fourth down. Check real quick who the backups are for the San Diego. I'm curious. I think it's Billy Joe. I was gonna say Billy Joe Armstrong, but I think that's the lead singer of Green Day. Billy Joe Tolliver and David Archer. I don't remember David Archer. I do remember Billy Joe Tolliver. I think he started some games for a period of time. All right, so it's fourth down and 10. San Diego will punt from inside Raiders territory at the 48. Try and play that field position battle. You got someone named Hank Ilesic. Don't know who that is. 55. It's going to be a 4. That's going to roll out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Great kick. 45-yard punt goes out of bounds at the 3. Going to give the ball back over to the Raiders. They're getting their first drive of the game. We're going to go standard offense all over the place. Again, the Chargers defense is a +2. Let's see what we got here. 7. A lot of outside runs being rolled here. Outside run is 6 to 10, meaning there's about a 25% chance of it happening. But it's happened about 65% of the time so far. But they're dice. They'll even out. That's what they do. So we rolled a 53, and then we rolled another 53. 53 on our ball carrier. It's going to be Marcus Allen. I couldn't believe that he got the 3rd most carries on this team. And Marcus Allen was really good. In fact, he might be in the top 20 in rushing yards in all of the NFL history, so he's pretty good. He's a 53, so defense is a 53. CS. And here we go. Marcus Allen takes this handoff, 36, 22. And he's going to go out of bounds after gaining 0 yards. Tried to stretch it and stretch it and stretch it and just couldn't find that place to cut back. And it's going to be 2nd and 10. All right, 15. 15 is a short pass. Steve Berline. I think Steve Berline was one of those journeyman quarterbacks who played for a bunch of teams, started for a bunch of teams whenever they needed somebody. All right, what do we got? Come on. There we go. We got ourselves a 14 for our defense and a 16 for the ball carrier. 16 is going to be someone named Mervin Fernandez. I don't really remember a Mervin Fernandez, although I didn't know much about the Raiders. I've never been much of a Raiders fan or paid attention to them at all. They always struck me as the kind of team that when a player was like later in their career or they were kind of a bad boy player, they always ended up on the Raiders, it seemed like. So 14 is going to be a BG. And Mervin Fernandez, he's an A though, so we're going to make it an AG. Berline to Mervin Fernandez. Be good for 2 yards. You can always tell how good a quarterback is based on certain dice rolls. 13, 42, 53. If they're in like the 8, 9, 10 in their pass column, they're a pretty good quarterback. But in this case, 13 is a 17. That's not great. All right, so we're going to go 30 seconds off the clock. And we're going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Raiders. I'm going to get rid of runs. We'll go 1 through 12 is short. 9 through 19 will be medium. 20 will be long. And we've got a 19. So they're going to try to get that first down and then some from their own 5-yard line. What do we got? We got a 23 for our ball carrier. That's going to be Mike Dial. I believe he's a tight end. 44 in the defense is going to be a BD. And let's roll that dice. Mike Dial, 25. 8. Pretty good number. That's going to be good for only 5 yards. Going to leave him a couple yards short of the first down. So Berline to Mike Dial for 5 yards. And they're going to have to punt. 4th down and 3 on their own 10. San Diego doing that field position thing. Bring out Jeff Gossett, another ex-Cleveland Brown. Oh, he puts an 11 on the board. 11 is going to be a 4. Oh, and that's going to be a 60-yard punt. Wow, 60 yards taken by D10. We'll go punt. Jeff Gossett boots it up in the air 60 yards. Taken at the 30 by Phil McConkey. He's a TA. He's in the P column. 54. That's a 36. 36 is always one of those numbers where you know a penalty's coming. And let's see. Punt return 36. That is 18. Oh, no, that is 5 yards with a TQ. 5 yards with a TQ. Phil McConkey. What we got here? We got a 54 there. 54 is a 7. That's holding on the offense. So we're going to go. I had this happen when I played the second half of. I played last night. Tampa Bay, Green Bay. So we're going to have we're just going to call it a 10-yard penalty here. So we're going to go 0. Let's go. Does not return it. Lets it roll 0 yards. That way he doesn't get charged for a punt return. Go 15 seconds off the clock. And then we'll go, whoops, McConkey. There you are. Then we'll go penalty. And we'll say 10 yards on San Diego. And it's kickoffs, no first down in play here. So it's going to be 0 off the clock. Continue, holding. And continue. All right, that's going to make it 1st and 10 on the 20. So, wow, Oakland or Los Angeles went from having the ball 4th down on their own 10 to kicking it with the penalty all the way to 20 of San Diego. So that's a really, really good swing for them in terms of that field position battle. Took a quick break there to let my dog out. He has a tendency to bark at every single person that has the nerve to use the sidewalk in front of my house. So, while I was on that little break, though, I did check. Los Angeles did win this game 40-14, I believe it was. They won big with and then Marcus Allen only played in, I think, 6 or 7 games that year. He must have got hurt, and Jay Schrader started half the games, and Steve Berline started the other half. So it was an interesting year for the Raiders, but they did start out with a big win. So let's see what happens, in the replay. San Diego, 1st and 10. There's another 8, and there's another outside run. All right. We got a 51 for our ball carrier and a 35 for our defense. It's going to be a CS. Our ball carrier is Tim Spencer. I don't really remember him that well. Tim Spencer. Where is he? Well, it looks like we're going to get a lot of carries out of this. Let me rearrange this. Let's put Darren Nelson down here. Okay. So Tim Spencer's right here. 23. And that's a 32. Ooh. And that's a rare play 3. Anybody who's watched me play these games over the last few weeks knows I love the rare plays. I think APBA rules say you're only allowed to have so many in a game. My rules say they can happen every play, and I'll be happy. 11. That's a good roll. Broken play, trapped. Quarterback laterals in desperation to 03 who tries to run. Use 03's R column and inside run play for result. Ooh, okay. That could be fun. My guess is it's going to end up being a 25 and a 0-yard gain, but what the heck? Let's try it out. All right, we got inside run. Who's our 03? It's going to be left guard Broderick Thompson. Where are you at? Did I miss you? It's Wilkerson, Wisniewski, Mosbar. Am I looking at the right team? No. That's why. Sorry. Those of you who watched me play yesterday know that I'm a bit sick. I'm pretty much over it, but I'm still a little bit lightheaded and a little more airheaded than usual. All right, here we go. Broderick Thompson. Let's see what his R column says. 24 is a 27. Inside run. Our defense was a 35. That is a CS. 27. He is going to lose 2 yards. So the very, very common inside run to the left guard results in a 2-yard loss. Jimmy McMahon got a little confused there. I hope I did that right because I fear that I may have looked at Burline's column there, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. All right. Actually, no, it was a run to Tim Spencer. Okay. All right, so we're going to go 30 seconds off the clock. It's going to be second and 12 now for San Diego on the 18-yard line. Second, let's take away a little bit of the runs. Let's go 1 through 4 is inside. 5 to 8 is outside. 6 to 16 is going to be a short pass. 17, 18, 19, medium pass. 20 is long. It's a 10. Look at that. We turned that outside run play right into a short pass because it's second and 12. And that makes the most sense. All right. 52 is your receiver. 26 is your defense. That's a BS. 52. Who is that? That is Tim Spencer, and he is a C. So we got McMahon to Tim Spencer, 44. That's a 5. That's going to be good for 13 yards and out of bounds. That's going to be good for a first down. Jimmy Mack. Tim Spencer for 13. All right. What do we got? We got first and 10. So we're back to our standard offense. 9. We're back to an outside run. 55 is your ball carrier. 23 is your defense. 23 is a CD. And 55 is going to be Tim Spencer for the third straight play. 36 is a 22. And he is going to get stuffed at the line for a gain of 0. Well, I guess it wasn't the third straight, but yeah, it was. 30 seconds off the clock. Down under 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Second down and 10 on the 31 for San Diego. 18. Jim McMahon's going to try to throw the ball. We're going to go medium pass. And we've got a bunch of 2s on the board. 22, 21. 21's a BS. 22 is Arthur Cox, big tight end. Arthur Cox, McMahon to Arthur Cox. 42 is a 10. And that is good for 8 yards on the medium pass play. So McMahon to Arthur Cox for 8 yards, bringing up second down and 2. On the 39, San Diego trying to put together a little drive here. All right, second and 2. We got an inside run. An inside run. 54 is going to be your ball carrier. 22 is the defense. It's a BG. 54 is Tim Spencer again. This must be his drive. 65 is a 24. And that is him getting stuffed at the line. All right. So Tim Spencer. Not much of a running back so far in this game. Fourth. Oh, that was third down. I didn't even realize it. I thought that was third down. All right. 4th and 2 on the 39. They're going to punt. If we're playing in 2024, well, if we're playing in 2023, San Diego may go for that. Well, I guess they're the LA Chargers. They'll never really be the LA Chargers to me. With that coach that just got fired, because he used to go for it all the time. But in my case, we're going to punt. Got that field position back. Let's see if we can make it work. Hank Ilisic, 15 is a 7. That goes, really? 15 in the K column. Oh, it's a 6. That goes 48 yards. And it's taken at the 13-yard line by Stephon Adams. And 45 in the P column is a 19. And he's going to get 10 yards. Good little punt return. Adams for 10. Still no score in this game as both teams are struggling to really put together a long drive. They've gotten some plays, but all right, 15 is a short pass. So we'll start with Steve Berline throwing the ball. I generally don't care which quarterback played in this game in real life. I know Berline did, but I think Schrader did too. So I would like to keep this one a little bit better in terms of who plays. One quarterback should play 7 games, the other one plays 9 because that's how it was in real life. But I'm not sure how to do that or when to do it. So I'm just gonna see what happens. Which is not a great answer, but that's what's gonna have to happen for now. All right, 1st and 10 on the 23 for the Raiders. Short pass. Bo Jackson hasn't sniffed the ball yet. You got a 14. It's going to be Mervin Fernandez. You got a 13 defense. It's a CS. We're going to make it a BS for Mervin Fernandez and his A. His A grade. All right, 56. Not a great roll. 20. And that is incomplete. Boy, this is much different than the Tampa Bay Green Bay game I played yesterday where I was rolling 66s and 11s and just over and over again. Final score of that game, if you didn't watch it, was 44-20. Tampa Bay. It was so much fun. I would highly suggest you go back and watch it if you didn't because it is a fun one. All right, 2nd and 10 now for the Raiders. 20. Berline going to wind it up and go deep. Whoops, that's wrong. Ooh, I rolled a 66. Jesus, I rolled 4 6s. Too bad I rolled it incorrectly. So we got to do it again. All right, here we go. Oh, this time I rolled with some 5s. We got ourselves a 56 and a 54. That means our receiver is going to be Steve Smith, the running back. He's a fullback, actually. Sending him out deep for some reason. 56 is our defense. That's going to be an AS. All right, Steve Berline, Steve Smith, 26, an 18, and that is incomplete. I think Schrader may have played in this game along with Berline. So if Schrader's not really doing that well, I may yank him just to get Berline in there. Or just get Schrader in there, I mean. 3rd and 10. We're going to get rid of the run plays, and we're going to go 1 through 12 is short. 13 and 19 is medium. 20 is long. 4. So we go short pass. All right. 44 on your defense. 26 on your ball carrier. That's going to be Mike Dial. 44 defense is a BD. All right, so Steve Berline can throw it to Mike Dial. 31 is a 9. It's going to be good for 4 yards. It's going to be way short of the first down. And the punt team is coming back out yet again. It's probably my 5th punt of the game so far. Oof. Not good. All right, we got Jeff Jagger coming out. I'm sorry, Jeff Gossett coming out. 21, 10. He's going to kick it 37 yards. Not a great punt. And it's going to be taken. It's going to be taken by our TA. That's going to be Phil McConkey at the 40-yard line. 15 in the P column is an 11. And he's going to get 9 yards on the return. I'm interested in seeing this kid play this year. I hadn't really known much about him But I remember if Phil McConkey was a pretty good player, pretty good receiver. 15 seconds for the. I know he was for the Giants for a while. I don't know how he was for San Diego. All right, 1st and 10 now on their own 49. So right close to midfield, they take over. It's good for the field position game. Let's go ahead and see what they're going to do with their first play. It's an 8. I've rolled about 19 8s for my play call. That's an outside run. All right, we've got 25 as your ball carrier. That's probably going to be Marion Butts. Yep, and we got a 56 for the defense. That's going to be an AS. All right, so Marion Butts takes the carry. 53, 19. And he's going to pick up 6 yards. Nice job, Marion Butts, getting him over midfield. Giving him a nice, manageable 2nd down and 4. It's going to be a medium pass. Jim McMahon. I remember he always wore the headband and had the chew in his mouth. A lot of 2s on the board. 22, 52. 52 is your defense. It's going to be a CG. And 22 is going to be Arthur Cox. McMahon, 15 to 6 to Arthur Cox. That's going to be good for 25 yards. So McMahon out-dueling Steve Berline so far. It's going to be enough for a 1st down. That's going to get him down to the 20-yard line to Oakland. Or I'm going to keep calling him Oakland because I'm so used to it. Let's just say the Raiders' 20-yard line. All right, we've lost long pass, so we're going to move medium pass to 18, 19, 20. We're going to move short pass to 11 to 17. And it's a 7. You're not going to believe it, but that's an outside run. All right. What do we got? We got a 15 for your ball carrier and a 56. It's an AS. And a 15 is going to be Marion Butts. 63 is a 35. Things get interesting. 35 is 3 yards with a penalty. That's not so interesting. 3 yards with a TE. $24, 27. Tripping offense, 10 from the line. And that penalty will immediately be accepted. 10 yards. You don't really hear tripping called very often. Continue. All right, so it's going to bring up 1st and 20 now on the 30 for San Diego. 10. That is the much used outside run. You got a 34 for your ball carrier. That's going to be Marion Butts. And an 11 for your defense. That's going to be good. CG. That's not what Marion Butts wanted to see. All right, here he goes. 25, 16. And that's good for 4 yards. Man, that's what that CG defense will do for you right there. Marion Butts goes for 4. All right, 5.5 to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 16. I'm going to get rid of some of the runs. We'll make it 1 through 3 inside. 4 through 6 will be outside. 7 to 16. 7 to 17 will be short. 18, 19, 20 will be medium. And that's a 5. So that outside run is going to keep coming. 54. 43. 43 defense is CD. Yep, CD. The Raiders knew they should have passed, even though they didn't. 54 is going to be who? It's not Marion Butts. It's Tim Spencer. 53. 19. And that is good for 3 yards. making it 3rd and 13. We'll definitely get the runs out of there. Let's go 1 through 8 as a short pass. 9 through 19 is medium. 9 through 20 is medium. We don't have long pass anymore, so 9 through 20. And we got a 7. So it's a short pass. I'll tell you what, the dice are going against the percentages of play calls I'm trying to give them. You know, I tried to give them a medium pass there. They took a short pass. Tried to give them a short pass in the last play. They took an outside run. Let's see what this short pass can do. Jim McMahon is going to go back to pass. That was the 32. And a 22. He's looking out at a BD defense. And he is looking for someone named Andy Parker. Never heard of that guy. He's looking for Andy Parker. Oh, 43. 29. He's going to get sacked. He's going to lose 8 yards on the sack. Jim McMahon, 8-yard sack. Let's see who got it for Oakland. That might push him. That's going to push it into a really, really long field goal. Who got the sack? 32. It's Jerry Robinson. Jerry Robinson gets him for 8 yards, backing him up to make it a very, very tough field goal. All right. So what do we got? We have 31. So we got Chris Barr. I know the Barr boys are pretty good kickers. Let's see what Chris Barr has for a 48-yard field goal. Let's see. 31. So 3 and 5 are good. 17 and 18 are good. He's got a 3, a 5, a 5, a 5, a 5. Oh, he's got a lot of 5s. Any doubles or anything that ends with a 1 or a 5, like 11, 31, 51, 55, 35, 39, is that also good? 39 is also good. We're going to go for this. It looks like he's got about a 50-50 chance of getting it. So we're going to come in for a 48-yard field goal. Chris Barr trying to get San Diego on the board after that quarterback sack. And I threw the red dice off the back. All right. Let's roll it again. Here we go. And it's a 46. That wasn't one of them. That's a 41. And a 41 is no good. Oh, no good. Man, I really wanted some scoring here in this first quarter, but it's not looking good. Field goal. Chris Barr, 48 yards is no good. 15 seconds of clock. The Raiders will take over now on the 38-yard line. 1st and 10. 13 is a short pass. We finally didn't get an outside run. Although we're 10 and a half minutes into this game, and Bo Jackson has not sniffed the ball, and I don't like that. All right, short pass. Come on, Dice. You got to be better here. We got some good numbers here. We got a 12 and a 12. That will be Mervin Fernandez. He's an A. 12 is a CG. We're going to make it a BG. All right, so here we go. Burline to Mervin Fernandez, 45. See, that's a 17. On a good quarterback's card, that wouldn't be a 17. That's a 17. It is going to be complete. It's going to be complete for 2 yards. So we got a pass. Burline, Mervin Fernandez for 2. That might be his second really short catch of this game. 2nd down and 8 now on the 40. And it's going to be an inside run. Ooh, is Bo finally going to get the ball? All right, here we go. And Bo is not going to get the ball. We've got a 66 and a 44. 44 defense is a BG. 66 is going to be someone named Kenny Porter. Kerry Porter. I wrote Kenny on the sheet, but it's actually Kerry. He is a halfback 2. See what he can do. 13 is a 19. I mean, he's going to gain a yard. Bring up 3rd and 7. So Kerry Porter. And I'm going to be disappointed if I go this whole fourth quarter and Bo doesn't get the ball. We're down to 3:15 left. It's 3rd and 7. We're going to go 1 through 12 as a short pass. 13 and 19 is medium, and 20 is long. That's going to be a 6. So that's going to be a short pass. Okay. We've got a 61 for your defense. We've got a 35 for your ball carrier. And that's going to be Willie Gault. Willie Gault. Okay, on the Raiders. I forgot about that. 61 is a BS. Would make it a BD because I took all the running options off the board for the offense, so I'm not going to penalize the defense. So we got Burline to Willie Gault, and he's going to get sacked. He's going to lose 2 yards on the sack. Burline to Willie Gault. Sacked by. Sorry. So it's -2. And let's see who gets the sack for the Chargers. My phone's ringing. 63. It's Gary Hinkle. I'm going to take that phone call. All right, sorry about that. That was very unprofessional of me to have my phone not on silent, but I'm not very professional. And in fact, I'm looking at my phone right now, and it's still not on silent. But, that's going to happen. All right, it's going to be 4th down now after that quarterback sack. 39-yard line. So we're going to bring out for about the 40th time in this first quarter the punt crew. We're going to kick it back to San Diego. Oops, I don't need to do that. Kick it back to San Diego. It's Jeff Gossett, ex-Cleveland Brown, comes out. 65 is a 6. No, it's a 12. That's going to be 42 yards taken by our primary punt returner, Phil McConkey. So 42. McConkey, where are you at, Phil? Oh, that's the punter. Sorry, Jeff Gossett. Continue, punt return, McConkey. Let's see what he can do. Oh, 32 is a 27, which I know is a fair catch. So he is going to take the fair catch. And that's 15 seconds off the clock. They're going to take over now on the 19. All right, so what are we going to do here? 19. So Jim McMahon going medium pass on the first play call. On the 1st and 10 play. Who's he going to look for? He's going to look for somebody good. Well, he's going to look for somebody in the starting lineup. I know that. 26 is going to be Jamie Holland. I have no idea who that is. 25 on the defense is going to be an AD. All right, so here we go. 43. It's not good. 29. He's going to get dropped for a loss of 4. So another quarterback sack. That's my 3rd drive with one. It's only a 4-yard loss, but it puts you back at the 15, making it a long 2nd down. Let's see who the Raiders. Who got the sack? It's going to be Greg Townsend, who I believe led the team in sacks that year. All right. So it's Greg Townsend. 30 seconds off the clock. 2nd down and 14 on the 15. Let's do a couple of passing plays. Let's go 1 to 12 is short. 13 to 19 is medium. 20 is long. 14. We're going to go with another medium pass. All right. 2 straight plays without an outside run. That's got to be a record. 25 is your defense. That's a AD. Where we are. 32 is Andy Parker again. Andy Parker. 15 for McMahon is a 6. That's going to be good for 24 yards. It's going to be a 1st down. McMahon to Andy Parker. It's 24. All right. 1st and 10 on the 39. Keep it going. Oh, a long pass. Jimmy Mack is feeling it now. Not sure what he's feeling, but he's feeling it. All right, 54 is your ball carrier. 23 is your defense. That's a CG. All right. And 54 is going to be Victor Floyd. Vague memory of Victor Floyd. 36, 17. That's going to be incomplete. Pass. McMahon. Floyd. Incomplete. All right, down to a minute 15 left in the first quarter. Second down. Short pass. All right. What do we got? All right, 26, 32. 32 is going to be a CG. All right, 26. That is going to be who? It's going to be Jamie Holland. 11. McMahon. 3. Yeah, first down plus 9. That's a 19-yard pass to Jamie Holland. Boy, man, I can't believe the number of wide receivers they have on this team, and he is spreading it around. 30 seconds off the clock, down to 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. And now they're on the other side of the 50 now. They got to the Raiders 42. A 19, another medium pass. Oh, man. Things are getting good now. You've got a 52 and a 25. 25 is going to be an AD. 52 is going to be Tim Spencer. McMahon to Tim. Oh, no. 14 to 35. 4-yard completion, but a penalty. Oh, is it going to be the drive killer? Penalties are always those drive killers. All right. 52. It's going to be a holding. No, 15. Ineligible receiver downfield on the offense, 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. So we'll go penalty. The third penalty now on San Diego in this first quarter. Where are you at? There you are. And it's going to be 2nd and 20 now on the 48. Man, those are killers. 17, but Jim McMahon doesn't care. He's going to keep throwing medium passes. He's going to do. We got a 23 for your ball carrier. 55 on the defense is a BD. 23 is, who is that? That is Arthur Cox. McMahon to Arthur Cox. And that's going to be incomplete. Oh, man. McMahon to Arthur Cox. Incomplete. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh, we're going to go inside run. Oh, you know what? No, we're not. Let's do this again. Let's go 2nd and 20. Let's go 1 to 3 is inside. 4 to 6 is outside. 7 to 16 will be a short pass. 17, 18, 19 medium. 20 long. I forgot the down and distance there for a minute. All right, short pass. All right. 42 is your ball carrier. 14 is your defense. 14 is a BG. 42 is Phil McConkey. Get on the action. 44 for McMahon is a 5. And that's going to be 15 yards. Great play by McMahon to Phil McConkey. Tell you what, for having no points on the board, McMahon's had a good game so far. At the end of the first quarter, it is 0-0 Chargers Raiders. I'm going to finish this drive and I'm going to call it a video. So let's see if the Chargers can actually do anything here before I log off for the night. 3rd and 5 on the 37. And we're going to go, there's a possibility of a run play here. But we're going to go 1 to 12 is going to be a short pass. 13 and 19 medium, and 20 is long. And it's an 18. So it is a medium pass. 31 to 15. So we're still good there. All right. Who's he throwing to this time? Oh, he's going back to Anthony Miller. It's a good option. 53 on the defense is a CS. We're going to make it a BS. Because Anthony Miller is an A. Here we go. Jim McMahon to Anthony Miller. Oh, I didn't roll that one. Jim McMahon to Anthony Miller. 36. Oh, it's a 17. And it's going to be incomplete. Stopping the drive. It was that penalty, man. A penalty stopped the drive. Now, what do you do here? It's a 52-yard field goal. And I know that Chris Barr has that. Let's see. We're in the second quarter now. So let's see how that changed the kicking column for field goals. So we're at 30. We're at the 37. So 3 is good, but 5 is no longer good. 17 is good. I mean, his only 3s are at 11 and 66. I really think kickers back then were better than what I see in these books, on these cards. I mean, 37 and 38 are also good. He doesn't have any of those. So he really has 2 out of 36 chances. He's got 1 out of 18. That's like, I don't know, 22% or 18%. It's not good, whatever it is. So I'm going to, oh man, I hate punting from the 37. But I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to punt. It doesn't look like they're going to get any points on the board. They 4th and 5. They could go for it. All right, let's do this. Let's go 1 and 2 is go for it. 19 and 20 is kick the field goal. Everything else is punt. And it's a 15. So we're going to go ahead and punt. Very disappointing. We'll bring out Hank Ilesic. 55. We're going to try to pin him deep, and this is going to do it. This is out of bounds the 4-yard line. So that's a good play. Probably the best play they could have, the best positive outcome they could have asked for. All right, so Ilesic, well, 55 would have been a 5 for Chris Barr. That would have been no good. So this punt went 33 yards. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Oakland's ball. 1st and 10 on their own 4. Let's play Oakland's drive, too. Let's keep it going just a little bit longer here. It's only about 7:05 p.m. I have to get up at 5 a.m. tomorrow for work and go into the office. So I got a little bit of time here before I have to worry about going to bed. Oh, or my dog's going to go nuts. Hang on a sec. All right, I'm back. So many interruptions tonight. All right, so the Raiders got the ball. 1st and 10 on their own 4. Let's go 1 through 7 is a run, inside run. 8 to 14 will be outside. And then we'll go 15 to, 19 can be a short pass and 20 can be medium. Whoops. Threw the dice over. So many interruptions. All right, here we go. My most disjointed video ever. And it's going to be an outside run. Of course it's going to be an outside run. All right. Let's see if Bo can get the ball here. And we've got, I don't think he's going to. 54 is your defense. 51 is your ball carrier. 51 is going to be Steve Smith. This is only their 3rd run play of the game. 54 defense is going to be an A, D. I mean, that right there is what you want to see if you're the Raiders. You want to see an A, D. Steve Smith with a 42. That is a 18. And that is good for 9 yards. Great run for Steve Smith to dig him out of that hole. All right. 2nd and 1. We can do anything on 2nd and 1. And we're going to go outside run again. Oh, jeez. All right. We've got a 53 is going to be your defense. You've got a 36 for your ball carrier. That's going to be Steve Smith again. Ball hog. Jeez. CS. And let's see. Steve Smith. 43 is not always good. 14. That's fumble territory. And that is an F19. So Steve Smith puts the ball on the ground. F19. Let's see what we got here. This could get San Diego into scoring territory. 56. And that is 0 picked up by the defense. Picked up by Billy Ray Smith falls on the ball. So let's go run. Steve Smith. 0 fumbles. Fumble recovery is Billy Ray Smith. And let's take a look at his card. And he is a starter. Oh, he has a K column for his fumble recovery. He can run. There we go. 44. It's a 1. I mean, a 1 is a touchdown everywhere. But let's make sure. And it is, in fact, a touchdown. Billy Ray Smith with the old, what do they call it nowadays? The scoop and score, I think is what they call it. So Billy Ray Smith picks up the ball on the 13 and goes 13 yards. And he's going to get into the end zone for the first score of the game. And it's a defensive touchdown. All right, let's kick the extra point, and then I'm going to log off for the night. I got another white one right here. All right, 25. I'm almost positive that's good. Chris Barr, it's probably a 5, which it is, so it's going to be good. So that's going to put San Diego up 7-0 in the second quarter. Oh, that's exciting. All right, everyone. On that note, I'm going to take off. I'll film the next part of this probably Wednesday. Today's Monday. Probably Wednesday. I have my golf league tomorrow night. So I probably won't have much time to do it tomorrow night. I do appreciate you watching. It was kind of a disjointed one with a lot of interruptions. But, you know, that's what happens. I will talk to you all in a couple days. Thanks for watching.